up, folks? Jeff Buckley. There's a story. Of course, I'm full of stories. But there's a story about Jeff Buckley. My story. Right? I don't know if I have time to tell it now. And I got another story that I don't think I'm going to tell that either. I'm just saying, I'm a storyteller, man. I'm a storyteller. A la verga. I'm pulling up here. You're not supposed to pull into the center lane. That's illegal. But fuck it. I gotta get to my cafecito, you know what I'm saying? I ain't time to mess around. Anyways, so let's skip all the stories and make an announcement. The announcement is, it only took me a week to realize. The whore Marisol Rivera is live in paperback, Holmes. Paperback. So, I got my computer back on Friday. Saturday, I did all the formatting. And by today, which is Saturday, it's published. Luckily, I'm in contact with a really good designer, book cover designer, graphic artist, what have you. And she hooked my shit up. I got it back and she did it right. Man, it's only been a week. So the book is live. The book is live, Deborah. You can buy it now that it'll be on paperback. Just go to Amazon.com and type in the whore, Marisol Rivera. I'll put a link down here, and we'll see how many people buy the paperback. Now, this is not it's not gonna be a nice, thick, heavy book. I mean, I think you get more. I look at books as like you get your money's worth, by weight, by sheer volume. If you buy a nice heavy book, you're getting your money's worth. These aren't my books though. I don't write that much. I write short stories, so sorry. But $6.99 is the price for that. I think there was a minimum, and I barely meet that minimum. But like I said, it's a little itty bitty book. It's not gonna be. It's not anything. It's not gonna take up a lot of room in your park right here. It's not gonna take up a lot of room in your on your bookshelf. I'll tell you that. But people didn't want to read my book unless it was on paper. So there it is. It's the official announcement that the whore Marisol Rivera is on paperback. I wonder if the words "the whore" scares people away, because it's not dirty. It's not dirty at all. She worked in a brothel, for fuck's sake. That's why she's that's why she's a whore. What else should I have called it? I also its tagline is a story of a virgin prostitute. Don't get me wrong, there's some sex in there, but it's not a story of a prostitute and her daily exploits at work. kind of about that. I don't know. Why should I apologize? It's a cool title. I like it. And if you don't like it, well then, sorry. Don't buy my book. But I like it. The Whore, Marisol Rivera. Which, the third book, when I get to it, because I'm still working on 1255, I'm telling you, writing this book, the 1255. So 1255 is going to be the name of the book. That was my grandmother's house, the address. And I didn't know whether to subtitle it Memoir of a Chicano Boy or Stories from My Grandmother's House. Let me know what you think. 1255, a memoir of a Chicano boy or Stories from My Grandmother's House. I gotta tell you, I want the subtitle. If I want the subtitle to represent what the book is about, a memoir of a Chicano boy, it sounds great. Is perfect. It does that. But I have to say, I like Stories from My Grandmother's House better. Anyways, 1255 is up to 31,000 words, homie. That's the biggest book I've written so far. 31,000 words, and I can keep writing. I got more and more, I keep thinking of more and more stories just from this house. But this video ain't about 1255, but I was writing it. Anyways, I was going to say, the next book in, let's just call it Los Chocolates series, is going to be The Warrior Pierre. Which that one's going to take some research. I think I have to buy a $50 book. Every now and then I look to do research on a topic, and it's such a hard topic that nobody has really written about it. And so I end up buying, it's happened before when I researched the Zoot Suit riots. It ends up like a professor writes a book, and it's not like it's not available, worldwide at bookstores and stuff like that. And it's way overpriced. Or at least it's not overpriced, let's say at least it's expensive. So anyways, the only book that I can find on a specific event, there's only one, and it's $47 and hardback, and I can't find it anywhere. I suppose I could go to a library, but I kind of have this thing about owning books, even if it's temporary. I can write in them if I want to. I can tear pages out. I can highlight. I can dog ear. I can do whatever. So, anyways, I'm gonna go upload this video, have a cup of coffee, check out plane tickets. Need to fly to San Antonio in a couple months, and just enjoy my Saturday. I think I might have to see that Bruce Lee movie. I mean, it's not Bruce Lee, but it's about Bruce Lee. I love going to the movies. Okay, folks, that's it. My whole point of this was to make the announcement that the Whore Marisol Rivera is on paperback. The one thing I want to say, here we go. I'm a talker, I swear to God. Is publishing the paperback cost me $130. That's what I paid to get, this lady already, my designer, this lady, I don't know what this one. The book designer already did design the cover. So when I messaged her and say, hey, can you do the paperback? Sent her all the dimensions. She's like, yeah, no problem. What do you want on the back? I told her what I want on the back. Boom. She came up with an awesome idea. And it didn't have to be, she didn't have to add anything to it, but she did, and it looks good. It looks great. That was $130. There's nothing else. The content was already written. It was already proofread, edited, what have you. So $130 is what was stopping me from publishing it. That means I have to sell like 700 of them to get my money back. Fucking ridiculous. But $130. My point is that it costs money to do this stuff, and luckily I have a job, and it pays me well, and I can afford to do it. I can afford to, my next book, hire an editor. The guy I hired, he's still cool. He's awesome. And I may hire him again, but it'll be nice to be able to afford it, not take it, not to hurt. For some reason, if he's too busy, I may go a little bit more fancier. Book design, those aren't cheap. It costs money. I don't know if I'll hire the same person, because my next book is going to be a biography, a little bit different. It's going to be nonfiction. But my point, I guess I'm trying to say is, I can publish as many books as I want and not have to worry about the cost, because I have a job and I make money. So I don't have to worry about the return. Like, yeah, I spent $130 on the cover to publish it, based on the numbers. I think I'm looking at around 650 book sales in order to recoup that expense. So I'm not gonna get rich by selling books, I don't think. But I'm not gonna stop publishing them. I'm not gonna stop writing them. That's a big deal. All right. Link in the bottom to Amazon where you can buy the paperback. It'll be right there. If it's not there yet, give me a chance. I'll put it there. Also, if you're interested in reading a little bit about Marisol Rivera, chapter 1 will be right here. And if you got any questions, send them my way. All right, cool. Thanks.